Well, thanks for having me on this morning, guys. Yes, as you said, I'm a licensing and royalty attorney by trade. However, I largely deal with the business side of things, and I know the law, I would say, but don't practice daily. What you're seeing with a lot of this intellectual property is you're seeing people realizing the money is in the long-term cash flow as opposed to the initial acquisition. We've seen this for a long time with patents and all sorts of things like software, consumer items, franchises, and everything else in between. But what you're seeing nowadays is you're seeing people realize the money is in the intellectual property. You have to protect this intellectual property and then let somebody that has a true following, a true volume of sales run with that intellectual property. Now, look, I started in getting skin in the game with the licensing and royalty industry and the franchising industry. It's a pretty simple concept. A corporation comes up with intellectual property of systems, of branding, of processes, of products, and then they spread that across the nation and across the world. So local entrepreneurs that have marketing availability where they're from, that have connections where they're from, that have land where they're from, can take these concepts, plop them down, do a certain amount of revenue, and that parent corporation gets that royalty in exchange. Now, with a lot of the biggest franchising companies like McDonald's, Orange Theory Fitness, Domino's, 7-Eleven, you'll often see royalties in the range of 5 to 10%. Orange Theory Fitness is the one I'm most familiar with. They're at an 8% royalty. But what you're seeing now with McDonald's in Canada is you're seeing McDonald's increasing that royalty because, frankly, they have a lot more costs that go in to the successful management of these franchise locations. They're having to pump more money into brand management, into intellectual property protection, into litigation against trademark infringement in China. And this is something you're going to continue to see across the nation as you're going to see licensing and royalty rates significantly expanding. At the end of the day, if those royalty rates are expanding, you're going to see the grassroots services and the price of products like pizzas, like fitness memberships, like water in a convenience store increasing as well. So once again, like anything in business, the consumer is bearing this issue.